Hey team, I'm George Wiley. If I haven't met you yet, I sure hope to soon. Just want to welcome you and let you know how we do our real results parties. Now, when you get your kit, your brand partner kit, one of the things that you'll notice in there is that we do have the Real Results Party DVD. And that's exactly what we use to do our Real Results parties all over the country. You'll also see in there great information on how to do a real results party. There's actually the same color orange is on a brochure in there that's about, 8 or 10 pages that tells you about each one of the type of parties that we do, the home party, the market party, etc. But I'm going to talk to you specifically about what most of us do and certainly how we all start, and that's doing our own home parties. And so we have some simple steps that this will keep you from, I'm just going to help you shortcut some of the mistakes that I made, if that's all right. And just be real honest with you on how I do a few things a little bit different, but hopefully watching this short video will help you have much faster success and just be more comfortable doing it yourself. The first thing that we do obviously is when guests arrive, we want to make sure that the first video that is on this DVD is playing. And this is what that is just before and after pictures. And those before and after pictures just play on a continuous loop as your guests arrive. You're getting water, you're getting they're having a drink or water or a couple little snacks, whatever you have there. And as everybody gets there, we generally, if we tell everybody, hey, the party's at 7:30, we start at no later than 7:45. You're always going to have a few people come in just a little bit later or right on time, and you want to allow time for them to relax, but you definitely want to also respect the people who got there on time. So that's just one little quick tip. When we do get started, I simply stand up in front of, the room. Usually, in this case, you're talking to your friends. If I'm there as a host helping out one of my new brand partners, obviously I'm going to introduce myself briefly. The host or hostess has probably already introduced me and said some nice things about me, so I'm obviously going to return those nice gestures back towards them. But then I'm just going to welcome them and let them know that this is something we're truly very excited about. We certainly are going to respect them. We appreciate them coming and respecting us to take a half hour to kind of see what we're so excited about, and that's about as long as it takes. It takes about 30 minutes, the way that we do it. The video itself is 23 minutes, but I'm going to share with you a couple extra little things that we do that have made all the difference in growing our business. And so anyway, back to what I actually say. I just welcome them, let them know those things, what to expect really, thank them for their time, and then I go ahead and I hit play. And you'll see as you look at this video the first time and you watch it all the way through, it is 23 minutes give or take. And really you'll notice it's actually 3 videos kind of put together as one video. The first part of that video is the clinical trials video. The clinical trials video plays for about the first 10 minutes. And that answers a very important question in everybody's mind. Very simply, is this real? Obviously, by showing the clinical trials, by showing the before and after pictures, by showing all the things that video does, it lets people know that what we're talking to them about that evening or that day is something that has real science behind it. And that's awesome. It's something we're all proud of. And then Amber Olson comes on right after that video. She's the hostess of the video. And when Amber comes up, I hit pause. And I stand back up in front of the room and I say, this is the most exciting part now of our presentation tonight, because what you get to do now is actually experience the product Nerium. And what I have with me are 3 things. First, I have these just little cleansing cloths, facial wipes. I got these, I think, at Walmart. You can get them Walgreens, wherever you want to grab them up. So I always have those. I have a little cup of water, and of course I have my Nerium bottle. And so I just let people know, hey, this is your opportunity to experience Nerium. The best way to experience the product is either on your cheek or on your forehead. And so I have these wipes here. If you want to wipe off a little bit of makeup off of your cheek or off your forehead, I have some water here. You're going to just take a couple drops of water. You're going to apply it in that area, and then I'm going to give you some of the Nerium to try it on yourself there. Again, either cheek or the forehead. Now, I'm a guy, I'm a cowboy, so I didn't know. I thought it was a really big deal initially when I was told, about this process that was working so well down in Houston. that it'd be a really big deal to ask a lady to remove some makeup off her face. But what I found out was as long as you don't mess with the eye makeup, they're all pretty good with it because they can reapply this really, really fast, either cheek or forehead. So that's what I do. I have the facial wipes with me and pass those around and give them a chance to do that. Then I go up to them, one person at a time with a little bit of water. And the Nerium, I only give them about a quarter to a half a pump. And the reason is because that's all that they need to cover that area without having just a lot left over. Now we know that Nerium works incredibly well on the back of people's hands. And the reason that we don't apply the product to the back of their hands in the price is they really can't experience it. They can't feel the tingling or the tightening. And that's an important part. So I always try and get it either on their cheek or on their forehead. About the first, second person I start giving a quarter or half pump of the Nerium to, I let everybody know that one of the first things that they're going to experience with the product is the smell, because this is basically an all-natural botanical product. It is plant-based. That's the magic of how it works so well. So of course there is a light smell. Now some people don't know what to make of the smell, but I really like it, and I always say it in that manner. And you'll find 2 or 3 people say, oh, I really like this. Well, what that does for you is that gets the people off the fence who are uncertain of the smell or maybe prone to saying something negative. They hear a whole bunch of people saying, oh, I really like it. That overcomes the first objective that we get. The second thing is by the time I've maybe approached the 3rd, 4th, or 5th person with some of the product, I say, now here in about 5 minutes, you guys are going to start to feel the product working. You're going to feel either a tightening or a tingling sensation, and that's letting you know that the water has activated the enzymes in the Nerium and it's starting to work. And that's really an exciting part of using this product is just the fact that you're able to actually experience it working. Now that dissipates both the smell and the tingling or light mask sensation dissipates within about 5 minutes, but definitely want you to experience that. At that point, it's a lot of fun to me because typically the first person's only had it on their face for maybe a minute, and your overachievers are so much fun because they're always saying like, oh, I already feel it, and you're able to laugh about that, and these are your friends, these are your family members, so it's easy to just joke around and be cool about stuff for a few minutes. When the conversation kind of dies down after a minute or two, everybody's had a chance to experience it, then I get back to the front of the room and I just say, hey guys, we have about 12 minutes left of this video, and in these next 12 minutes you are going to find out more, obviously, about this great product. But they're also going to mention a couple times about the business opportunity. Now obviously that's why I'm doing this. That's obviously in most cases why the person I'm doing, if I'm doing a party for someone, that's why they're doing it. So just to let you guys know that that's something to expect, but there's definitely no sales pitch, and there won't be a sales pitch from me at the end either. I just want you to know that they are going to mention a business opportunity in here, and the reason that I do that, this kind of a sidebar, is because the video doesn't go overly deep into a business, and I don't go overly deep into a business, but I want to refocus them on both hearing more about the product and looking for finding out information about the business opportunity. I hit play. I sit down at the end of that 12 minutes, or the end of the video obviously. I go ahead and just get back up in front of the room, thank everybody for their time, let them know, as they heard on the video, there's 2 ways to join the Nerium family to get started using the product. And first is obviously as a preferred customer, and I love the opportunity that we have to be preferred customers, because we're able to get the product at the same price that we are as brand partners, the best price possible that any of us can get at the $80 a bottle. Secondly, we get a complete website from the company just for ourselves where we can refer our friends, our family, people who ask us, hey, what have you done to your face? What are you using? They can see a noticeable change. We're able to say, oh, it's this stuff Nerium. You got to go to my website, george.neriumproducts.com, or whatever your site is. And so they know that if they just refer 3 people, just like they saw in the video, then now their product is free every month, and that's a great benefit to them. The second way to get started is obviously as a brand partner. And for those of you, and just to be respectful again of those of you who know that you absolutely want to be a preferred customer, I'm just going to say that we're going to break for a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get a drink of water, and anybody who wants to come up and ask me any questions about how to get started as a brand partner or find out more about the business, or if there's a few of you, then we'll just sit down together for about 5 minutes or so and I can go through that. But I want to be respectful of everyone in the room. Thank you so much for your time tonight, and that's pretty much how we do the new brand partner training.